Hello friends, and welcome to Yoga with Rachel. Today's class is a yoga flow for connection. No items are required today. All that you need is your lovely self. Let's get started. We begin our practice together on our backs. When you arrive there, hug your knees in towards your chest. Arms wrap around your shins. Feel your low back connect with the earth beneath you. Feel free to find a gentle rock from side to side. As you are here, I invite you to take note of how this posture feels for you. This could be physically, mentally, or emotionally. Find stillness. Breathe in through your nose. And on your next breath out, connect to your center as you lift your head and shoulders away from the earth, bringing your nose a little closer towards your knees. Breathe in and breathe out to release your head and shoulders back to the earth. Release your feet to the earth. Walk your feet to the long edges of your mat. Toes spill out and the heels turn in slightly. Allow your knees to fall in and connect. There may be some space between your low back and the mat now. If this option does not jive with you, you can always send your legs out long. Place your left hand on your heart space and your right hand on your belly. Breathe in and breathe out. Take note of your heart beating beneath your left hand and feel the rise and the fall of your belly on each inhale and exhale. Whenever you feel ready, I invite you to close your eyes. Yoga for connection. What does the word connection mean to you? Or how would you describe connection? Perhaps connection means relationship. Your relationship with yourself, others, and the world. Connection could mean this deep sense of support or community. Much like the Yoga with Rachel community, we connect with one another through our weekly practices. Connection could relate to this mind-to-body connection, how our thoughts can influence our body. If we find ourselves constantly thinking about what we need to get accomplished, our body may tense up and the breath may not travel as freely. I personally feel that it is so important to have a yoga practice dedicated to connection, especially due to our current situation. If you are practicing with me in real time, we have spent over a year without much connection. We are social beings. It is nice to connect with others at some capacity. It can be very challenging when that has been taken away from us. This can take a toll on our physical, mental, and emotional bodies. So, today is all about connection. You are not alone, my friend. We are here together. You are a part of this community. I invite you to breathe in through your nose and then breathe out through your nose or your mouth. Open your eyes. Arms and hands can rest at your sides for a moment. Now send both legs out long if they are not already there. Walk your feet so that way they are roughly hip distance apart. Heels ground down. Flex through your feet so your toes point towards the sky. Let's explore this idea of connection by connecting breath to action. Breathe in to hug your right knee in towards your chest. Interlace your fingers around your shin. Breathe out to lift your head and shoulders away from the earth, nose towards your knee. Breathe in. And breathe out to lower your head and shoulders back to the earth. Breathe in to switch. Left knee comes in, right leg goes out long. Breathe out to bring your nose closer towards your knee. Breathe in. And breathe out to lower and release. Now hug both knees in. Place your hands on your hamstrings to rock and roll the length of your spine, connecting to your center as you do this action. And eventually we make our way to a seat on our mat. Come to a cross-legged seat. Use your hands to move the fleshy parts of the bum off to the side so that way you can feel your sit bones connecting to the earth. On your next breath in, send your hands to the sky. Spread your fingers. Breathe out to twist to the right. Left hand rests on your right leg and your right hand rests on the earth. Breathe in to send your hands to the sky. Breathe out to twist to the left. Breathe in to reach your hands up and overhead. Breathe out to float your hands back down to your sides. Interlace your fingers out in front. Breathe in to send your palms forward and then to the sky. Breathe out to tilt your upper body to the right. Breathe in to come back to center, lift and lengthen. Breathe out to tilt to the left. Breathe in to center. Breathe out to break free, sending your palms back in space in order to feel a really lovely stretch in your chest. Place the soles of your feet on the earth with your knees pointing towards the sky. There's an option to walk the feet hip distance or bring your feet and legs together. Hands rest on your hamstrings. Breathe in and breathe out to lean back, keeping your heels resting on the earth. Loop your shoulders, find length in your spine. There's an option to stay here, or you can begin to lift your feet away from the earth, shins parallel to the sky. Bring your hands to your heart, finding prayer hands. Extend through your right leg as you bring your right elbow towards your left thigh. Reset. Extend through your left leg as you bring your left elbow to your right thigh. Reset. Now begin to connect breath to action. Breathe in to come back to center. Breathe out to twist. I invite you to go at your own pace. Connect to the sound of your breath to encourage you to push forward. You got this. Wherever you are, at least one more round on each side. Lovely. Release your feet back to the earth. Place your forearms on top of your knees and rest your forehead on your forearms. Take a moment to reconnect with your breath. All right, lift your head and let's make our way to all fours. When you arrive there, bring your big toes together, knees go wide. Walk your hands under your shoulders. Spread through your fingers, pressing into your fingertips. Tops of the feet rooted down into the earth. We are going to move our body in a circular motion, moving in a way that is very similar to how we move in cat-cow. So begin your circle, rounding through your back body as you melt your sit bones back towards your heels, just as you would in extended child's pose. Continue the circle, coming forward, arching through your back body, heart shines forward, chin reaches towards the sky, just like in cow pose. Breathe out to begin to round through your spine, just like in cat pose, and then sitting back towards your heels. Breathe in to continue your circle, coming forward. I invite you to close your eyes. Continue your circles, moving with your breath. Connecting breath to action as we move today. And maybe not just today. Perhaps we take this understanding and apply it off of the mat as well. Perhaps when faced with a difficult decision or circumstance, we use the breath to help us shift our energy into something that perhaps will serve us better. This is just an idea. You can take it or leave it. Reverse your circle, moving in the opposite direction. Perhaps you take a moment to connect with your thinking mind. What thoughts are coming to the surface? Does this feel yummy for your body? Are you feeling bored and ready to move on to the next thing? There's no right or wrong. Just check in with your thoughts and then return your attention to your breath. We come back to center and find stillness. Open your eyes. Walk your knees under your hips. Walk your hands off to the long edges of your mat. Curl your toes under and lift your kneecaps away from the earth, hovering here. Breathe in and breathe out to send your hips to the sky. Right away, I invite you to consider what would feel good here. Complete stillness, pedaling out the feet, bending your knees, melting your belly towards your thighs, or perhaps taking a wider stance with your feet. Connect to how you feel and what would serve you best right here, right now. Find stillness. Breathe in through your nose and then breathe out through your mouth. Come up onto your tiptoes, roll through your spine as you shift forward, coming into a high plank. Start to roll through your spine once again, making your way back to a downward facing dog. Breathe in to roll through your spine, plank pose. Breathe out to downward facing dog. One more round. Breathe in and breathe out. Choose how you wish to arrive at the top of your mat. You could tiptoe, step, walk, hop there. Walk your feet under your hips, grab opposite elbows, and sway from side to side, taking a moment to check in with yourself. Release your fingertips to the earth as you begin to slowly roll up through your spine, moving very slow. Crown of your head eventually reaches towards the sky. Take a moment to check in with your alignment. Play around with lifting your kneecaps, perhaps feeling the thighs turn on. Rock your pelvis forward, loop one shoulder, followed by the other shoulder. Draw your chin back a bit. Close your eyes or look directly past your nose. Turn your attention to your feet. Can you feel your feet connect with the earth? How does this feel? Maybe even play around with rocking forward and back a few times, exploring where center is for you today. And now perhaps playing around with pressing into all four corners of your feet, the big toe mound, the pinky toe mound, as well as the inner and the outer heel. Open your eyes. On your next breath in, reach your right hand to the sky. On your exhale, draw a rainbow overhead and reach your right hand over to the left side, still doing your best to press into both feet evenly. Breathe in, and then breathe out to lower your right hand back to your side. Breathe in to send your left hand to the sky, and then breathe out to reach towards the right side. Breathe in, and then breathe out to lower. Breathe in to reach both hands to the sky, spread through your fingers. Breathe out to lead with your heart as you fold forward, making your way to a forward fold with bent knees. Breathe in to slide your hands to either your shins or to your thighs. Look down at your mat to create length in your neck, elbows hug in. Breathe out to release your hands back to the earth. Breathe in to sweep your hands to the sky. Breathe out to fold forward. Breathe into a halfway lift. Breathe out to fold. Breathe in to send your hands to the sky. Exhale to fold, hinging at your hips. Breathe in to come to a flat back position, reaching the crown of your head forward. Breathe out to fold. Plant your palms on the ground, step your right foot back, followed by your left foot, plank pose. Breathe in, and breathe out to lower onto your belly. Uncurl your toes, heels spill open. Stack your hands on top of one another, near the top edge of your mat. Elbows go wide. Release your forehead to your hands. Feel free to wiggle your hips from side to side for a moment to encourage your body to soften and release into the earth. Eventually, we find stillness. If your eyes are not already closed, I invite you to close them now. As you breathe in, feel your belly connect with the surface beneath you. And as you breathe out, notice a softening that takes place. I invite you to connect to the sound of your breath. Turn your attention to how you feel. This could be physically, energetically, emotionally. Perhaps exploring the connection between how you feel and your thinking mind. Maybe you are feeling relaxed. Notice how this influences the thoughts. Maybe you feel supported by the ground beneath you, or in knowing that you are not alone. You may feel connected to a larger community. There is no right or wrong experience. What I say may not even resonate with you, and that's okay. There is always an invitation to explore. We are here for 3 more breath cycles. Open your eyes. Slide your hands to your rib cage. Curl your toes under and press up to all fours. Make your way to a seat. Choose a seat that feels most comfortable for you today. Draw your hands together and then to your heart space. Bow your head, connecting mind to heart. Breathe in, breathe out. Thank you for being here today. I hope that you enjoyed this Yoga for Connection class. Connection can look like many different things, and how we experience connection differs as well. With that being said, We are all connected. We all went through and are still going through some challenging times. But hopefully knowing that you are not alone helps you and supports you during times of uncertainty. Take good care, my dear friend. Together we say, Namaste.